I put the opening intro in the notes, and it's not here. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Comic Book Streamland. I appreciate you all for showing up. Let me show you who is here with us today. Nice, quick, to the point, right? We got Jay Dee Calderon, we got Fred Shorts, we got Amin Amat, Marvin Wynn, and Tom Hutchison. What's going on, fellas? How we doing this evening?
I'm running iPad, so this is the only device that I have that's working right now. So
very nice.
Seems like it's fine.
You look like you in for Amin. He must like the location because it's like you're cooking meth in the bathroom over there. Okay, Breaking Bad all day, every day, baby. You're on your way to San Diego. Is anybody else going to be joining Tom in San Diego this weekend?
I'll be there.
Excuse me, next weekend. I mean, you're going to be there. Get out of here.
Yeah, I'm on a panel.
I won't be there because I couldn't find no damn lodging.
Well, come split my room then. Help a brother out.
Something, but I schedule stuff to do next weekend.
Well, you can unschedule it.
Dude, seriously, hold on a second. Tom, how much is your room? How do I get your ticket, Marvin?
How do you get my? Oh, it's in my name, so you can't get my.
I can't get your ticket. Right?
You can't transfer those things.
Yeah.
Son of a mother, I would have been down there, kid.
I have a creator badge, and it's not transferable.
I mean, what was that you were going to say, bud?
But JD couldn't go as Marvin.
Yeah,
you can cosplay as me.
Yeah.
You get a Xerox of his face, just cut it out.
We'll give him a T-shirt that says "I love laser blast."
No, negative. You know what my love is? Look behind me. Look what Galactus is holding, guys. Look at that. Look at that. You see that? You see that? Yeah, boys. And that's not any old. All right. Sword of Power. Is that what what he called?
Yeah.
Right. That is the.
You can even have it if you don't know what it's called.
Yeah, you love it that much.
You should donate it to Real Fan.
You know why it's special, Fred? You know why it's special? Because it will be the sword of sneaking and booze to New York Comic Con, because that's where the whiskey is going, and that's how I'm getting through the door. I'm gonna have people taking shots out of that bad boy at New York Comic Con. All right, get ready. Get ready.
That's how you make back your booth cost.
Fuck yeah.
Selling vodka shots out of a He-Man sword.
Dude, all right. I was, before we get into the topic tonight, just want to show everybody what the setup for New York Comic Con is going to be. I know that San Diego Comic Con is next weekend, but it's never too early to talk about my home show, the New York Comic Con. This is the whole setup. Unstoppable Comics will be all the way in the back in the top where it says West Side Highway, just underneath that W and E. Not as long as the 2 mile walking distance within the San Diego Comic Con venue, but we are on one of the main highways. So I have a 10 by 20 booth, and in the back of that booth, guys, if I got to be giving out handies to make that money, I'm giving out handies. You know what I'm saying? At 25 cents a pop, I'm sure business can be booming. there was,
I was just.
Don't say that too loud because you're gonna have people looking for you. If they walk up to you with bottles of Vaseline and rubber
and a roll of quarters, sure.
Yep, and a roll of quarters.
Local disgraced comic creator.
Bag of doorknobs,
bro. Money is fucking money. You know what I'm saying? Money is fucking money, guys. It's a joke. It's a joke. But we got to sell everything by hook or by crook to hit at New York Comic Con this year, right? So Amin's going. You're going to be at a panel. When is your panel?
Yes, my panel is you got comics and my games. You got games and my comics. That's going to be on Saturday at 12 at the Grand 10 and 11 at the Marriott Marquis.
Nice. That's within the That's not within the venue.
That's the 2 hotels are still considered part of the convention, but yeah, that's where it's at.
I've never been out there, so I don't know what the setup.
Why don't you just go cosplay as Marvin and you'll be able to check it all out.
I think, dude, I got to get the Under Armour head wrap, brother. What's up?
Comic Con has expanded beyond the hall,
Mhm.
which
Way
is
beyond.
already immense. But now things are happening at the hotels surrounding it and in the gas lamp quarter, and it's fucking ridiculous.
It's where anybody can find space because there's a lot of people who are doing like shows at the bars and the restaurants.
Yeah, with your willingness to give out hand jobs, JD, I think you could make it on the inside, no problem. Like,
I'll get a pass for free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got enough time to go full Brazilian before the weekend. You know?
And I mean, you don't have to wear my mask because they don't know what I look like. You just got to get an ID with my name.
There you go.
I just think Tom is not going to shake your hand that weekend.
Tom,
I'm not coming to New York. Like,
Oh no! Oh,
listen, let me tell you what happened to me today. That tells me why I am never going to that fucking city again. Just driving through open space out here and running into like construction and traffic that bogs you down for like 30, 40 minutes. I was like, I'm in New York right now. This is New York. And I'm like, no, absolutely not. I'm washing my hands of all of that.
How many miles did you make it in that traffic?
Well, this is day 2, so I've done about 1,000 miles or so in 2 days, roughly.
All right. New York traffic, 7 miles, 5 hours. Just
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying, man. Like if I can't handle like some construction traffic, I'm not driving into that city again.
Okay.
You have to airlift me in or something, maybe.
What's up, Ray? How we doing, brother?
Doing well. Want to see something cool I'm adding to my collection?
What are you adding to your
Just
collection?
snagged it last week. Right there. Look at this. Maple syrup flavored Pepsi. Look at that.
What?
Maple
Holy, what? No.
Okay.
Welcome to Canada, eh?
Way to go. I'm with it.
It's you know it already had sugar in it, right?
Well, it tastes terrible because it has Pepsi in it, so I'm not going to drink it. Meanwhile, I'm drinking another Pepsi right here.
All right. So San Diego's next week. What happened?
We're glutton for punishment.
That's your toxic trait, right? Your toxic trait is eating something the second time that made you feel bad the first time to see if it'll make you feel bad the second time.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Or it's the Ellen DeGeneres' joke. This is disgusting. Taste it.
Rotten milk in the fridge. This smells bad. Smell it. Yeah.
Smell this.
So, all right, guys, we were talking about San Diego Comic-Con, and a big bit of news dropped this week, just before San Diego. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more to follow up going into it, but Marvel Comics is finally moving after almost 90 years in New York City to Burbank, California, and they've got a new top dog in Steve Wacker. CB Cebulski is going to be repositioned.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Has any other top dog been repositioned, or were they just outright let go?
Well, I think what's going on is that they're looking to transfer everybody to California. You know what's going to happen. 80% of those people are not going to transfer over.
Right.
So if they quit, they don't have to pay out any severance packages. They don't have to, worry about, what is that? Paying them, what is that? Unemployment.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So if they quit, that's on them. Right. So, but I would imagine a bunch of those people are not going to move cross country. Not from New York to California. Not that California is bad, but it's just as expensive as New York, and nowhere near as convenient. Because at least in New York, you can take the trains wherever you want to go, right? But California, man, if you're not driving, you're not getting anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You guys think this is a Kevin Feige decision? Oh my God, who's the guy that Steve Wacker reports to? Breitbart?
I don't know. I know it's a new guy, but I don't know who it is.
Yeah, this is the mouse dictating. I got empty office space. I have empty office space. I want everybody here so I can look at them. You're all are moving over here. That's
yeah. Because they're going to the Marvel Studios lot is where they're going to be at. So I mean,
Yeah.
But I mean, DC made the move years ago, so I mean,
Right.
now you've left New York, as New York was the epicenter of comics. Now you've got none.
Yeah.
No comic.
That's not true. Jay's here, and so am I. That's all that matters.
Well, I was going to say, as far as mainstream that are in New York anymore, but that's the first time in almost 100 years that
I can fill the void. Oh my God! Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh my God! That's the new press release. That's next week's announcement. All right, for the New York Comic Con's announcement. Right. That's the whole big setup for me.
So that means you're going to go around New York, sneak up behind people, and go, "I'm forming a team."
Yeah. Well, we already got Ray joining the team, and you can work from home. Holy shit! I'm offering that option. Anybody else wants to come aboard? Fucking Unstoppable Comics is ready. And Comic Book Streamline is a part of Unstoppable Comics, guys. Holy shit. I didn't check these comments. We got a lot of people chiming in over here.
Yeah, since Action Lab pulled up stakes, Comicsburg is the biggest comics publisher in Pittsburgh.
See? You see? Now you get it, bro. Now you get it. Is Big Dog the biggest one in Michigan?
No. It would be Mendoza and Still Ill.
Okay. I mean, I know you got a lot of competition in Florida, right? Yeah, Fred.
In my like tiny 2-block town that I live in, I think that I'm the biggest and only publisher. So if I really want to hone it, yeah, I'm ruling the roost down here.
Right. You can put that on your flyers and everything. The biggest comic book publisher in these 2 blocks.
Yes, I can
mean,
do like little
you
stamp.
Get more than 2 blocks, can't you? I mean,
where I'm at, probably.
I could take Northern Michigan. I'll just let Dan have Southern Michigan.
There you go.
But to be fair, I did it without giving out shots in a He-Man sword or giving out any handies. So
don't knock it until you try it, Fred. Don't fucking knock it. All right. Here we go. Chape, hello. Comic Bearded Land in Calderon. Oh, that's right. No, not everybody has a beard.
Nope.
Not everybody has a beard. There we go. We got Ray and we got Calderon without beard, sans beards. We got William, or sneak shots inside a wooded horse. Damn right, baby. Lexi Castillo, an F5U team. Hi. Marvin saying, "Welcome, Granda. What's up, guys?" Eric boy, I'm not Canadian. I'm sorry.
It's pronounced "Je suis ne pas Canadien."
Je suis ne pas Canadien. I like that. I like that, monsieur. Ray, what's up, Ray? Daphne, CB is going to officially change his name to Akira. Oh, that is something we're going to get into. Akira Yoshida may be making a return, right, to Marvel Comics. Not just yet. Now's your chance, Jay. Take over the city. Damn right, not just yet. Giving out what hand? A helping hand. Let's just say helping hand. All right? JD doesn't want anyone to not getting handies. That's right. It's an experience. You got to get one. You know what I mean? You got to get one in the city. Nothing wrong with that.
I came to New York Comic Con and all I got was this.
Yes. And a pin. Oh, speaking of which.
Name was spelled the wrong way, though.
Folks, I want you to keep going in the chat because tonight we're going to be bringing back the top 5. And one person that participates in the top 5 with us tonight will be getting this free of charge. I announced it earlier in the week. It is a zombie mailman heart enamel pin. Join the club for no money. All you got to do is participate in the chat. All right. And that's later on tonight. Here we go. Daphne's coming back with, you have to write the E-Train for that experience. Oh, Daphne, don't forget the A. Don't knock that one. Yes, Jay loves a good handy. Only on the weekends. So it's Friday. It's not midnight.
I currently think that Amin is really questioning his life choices at this moment. Just saying.
Nothing wrong with that.
You would think that with inflation, Jay would have said like $5, but he went down to a quarter. It's kind of like this very 1970s Times Square sort of vibe.
Bro, bro.
That's
You know what I mean?
1930.
We're going whole Nickelodeon style. You know what I'm saying?
Nickelodeon style.
Pop a
Oh my
quarter in the
goodness.
machine, see what happens. Bucket.
See what happens.
Oh yeah. I am this loose because the wife is not here tonight. So normally she would have chimed in already. Jay, come down. You know, but Burks, wait, it's Friday. Damn right, brother, it's Friday. So yeah,
the
guys.
question you haven't asked yet, JD, is does this change Marvel's publishing? Like, does it change some of the stories? And would the West Coast Avengers come back again?
Didn't they come back already?
I mean, they've come back multiple times.
They've come back multiple times. Well, Iron Man is already situated in the West Coast, isn't he?
No one
It's
cares.
international. That doesn't
Yeah.
count.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate that.
No one cares.
Thank you.
All right, so hold on a second. Hey, let's say no one cares. Let's hold on to that for a second. Is it a way to disperse your variant, right? Your knockoff characters. Is there a way to say, okay, U.S. Agent is on this coast, Captain America is on this coast, Miles Morales is on this coast, Peter Parker is on this coast?
Why does the location of the publisher matter at all?
Why did they have to move?
Money, consolidation, all kinds of things. Mamdani, who knows? I mean,
Mamdani's,
you know.
Mamdani's not a part of the reason why they're moving.
no.
Not
Okay.
You said it earlier. They have extra studio space on the lot.
Sure.
Why not
Yeah,
move it?
that's because they've been firing people for decades. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Right?
Yeah, they were
man.
they were leasing that building that they're in. Also, they didn't own it, so I mean,
Yeah.
that could be.
Leasing the building.
Yeah.
They lease maybe one floor.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
I work in the building next to it, and these buildings is Rockefeller Center. They're massively huge,
right.
massive. These buildings. So they, if anything, they had a floor, maybe two, but they definitely only have one floor. Because I know the building that they're in. It's big.
Yeah, because Disney owns quite a lot of buildings over in the Burbank area. None of it, the majority, it wasn't being used, especially post-pandemic. And I think that now the lease for where Marvel is about to expire. So obviously, Disney's kind of like, I'm not going to be paying rent for this guy. We're going to move everybody over here. Of course, that also means that you also get a way to clean house in certain ways. Because if they don't want to move, then yeah, here you go. Here's your severance. Thank you. I already saw that there are comments about Tom Brevoort. He's probably not going to go.
Really?
So, but how many people do they actually have in office there? Like most of their creators are.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Most I would say the creators that do the most production, they're all freelance and they're all global. As for anybody that's in house, for the most part, they can get the same people over in California, and chances are even within Disney that we're not fired. So cost, yeah, it's consolidation, cost saving from their point of view. Also, be able to, I guess, from what I've heard, they want to tie all the creative stuff between the Marvel Studios and Marvel Comics. That's questionable, but whatever. But it's also just a way of just kind of like, yeah, we want to be able to see everybody at their desk working. That's what it is. Also,
the oversight.
Yeah.
One of the things that we may want to talk about is Disney Publishing is out there, so they may fold Marvel over into that eventually at some point. So they might not ever. We might lose the EIC to Marvel altogether, and they just might be under Disney Publishing, which is a completely different monster.
I think they'll keep it separate. The Marvel imprint is a pretty strong IP, and it sells it. You slap that on almost anything, and you're guaranteed to sell it. So I think that if anything, it'll be where Marvel could fall under Disney Publishing, but it'll still have the Marvel imprint logo on everything. But it could fall into that. But then again, Disney Publishing also does a lot more stuff outside of comics. So it's it really depends. They might just use the distribution and sort of the Disney, I guess, pull and push that it has for the Marvel stuff. But in terms of the comics itself, I don't think it'll change. But it maybe the stories will start being different because everybody wants to do Marvel stuff that's based in New York, and they want to do that. If the company's not based in New York, then people will have a tendency to draw wherever the company is for whatever reasons that may be. But I don't know. It happens all the time with in other industries. So this is not really a big surprise to see Marvel do this, especially with Disney is the one who's footing the bill. Yeah, they want everybody in. They own a lot of real estate. They're like, no, we don't want to have this stuff empty, so we're going to bring you guys over, and we don't have to pay any stuff in New York. You know. And at the end of the day, the hardcore fans may cry about it, but in terms of the business itself, which Marvel has always been, it's just business as usual.
I don't know why anyone's crying about it. Who's crying about it? Like it's not affecting any of your creators. Your editors are still on board. You know what I mean? Like you're just replacing cogs in the wheel. You're not replacing creative people.
Yep.
So, all right, let me ask you guys this question.
Except for Brevoort, of course, but you know.
Yeah.
But nobody cares about Brevoort.
Okay, but does Brevoort?
Sorry, not Brevoort. Sobolski. Was that his name?
He's another one.
That's that guy too. Yeah. Whoever,
But
whatever that guy is gone, but everybody else is still there.
Well, CB has been shipped off to Japan. He's going to do their manga thing.
Right.
And I think the current rumor is, and I think it's what might happen is he'll probably run it for 2 years, and they'll probably if they don't have marketable hits, they will just quietly let it go.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, that comes to another part, because by moving CB over there to do everything in Japan, and one of the biggest worries with the U.S. publishing is the amount of manga that gets produced and shipped over here, and the amounts that it's consumed. That we've known that for a very long time. You know, that Marvel and DC have taken even longer to combat that, or even try and set up a stronghold in order to fortify their place in the U.S. market. That's a fumble on their end. Now they want to try and make up for time, but could they? Maybe, but I don't think it's going to happen for a very long time. They can't compete. You know, manga has already established quite a foothold. They can do stuff that Marvel doesn't. They have different genres, different stories that they can tell that Disney may not be willing to do unless they decide to make another off-print imprint to do that. But I mean, it's almost like it's a little too late. So I think that whatever's going to happen to CB, true, if he doesn't pull out something successful fast, then he'll just be like, yeah, you're just going to get lost in Japan and
just leave him there.
Right. Right. And officially change his name to Yoshida. Right.
Yeah.
Let me ask Fred, Ray. Let me ask you guys. Let me start with you guys on this question. Do you think the editors that do not move with Marvel find jobs with some of the other independent companies and reinforce their foundation?
You want to
go
go
ahead,
first, Fred?
Go ahead. I'm just fighting. My munchkins are upstairs making some noise. You go ahead there.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they're gonna go elsewhere. I wouldn't be surprised if like the other top indie publishers, scoop up a lot of these people right away. I think in general, the only thing that I'm kind of worried about. Stop it. I think the only thing that I think causes concern for me is the idea of like merging like the interests of like the movies and the corporation and like the comics, right? Because I felt like they even though like Marvel and DC are generally regarded as like the big two, like they do have like when they do succeed, they always had kind of like an outsider or indie feel to them, like they were I think that so one of the coolest things that I think in mainstream comics in the last few years was that not the absolute or the what did they call the agenda that DC just had, where they did like the Lobo and the Firestorm and
the All In.
It was part of that, right? But it was like it was an initiative to let kind of like they basically went around to like other creators and was like, hey, do you have like a dream project that you would want to pitch us? And that's how a lot of those people had their got their stories taken. And I think that's where like comics are their best, right? Is like when it's like artists infusing even corporate characters with like their dream take on it or how they've always wanted to see these characters done. I think when you attach that to like a studio and a movie thing, your goal is the goal of the movie is to take that out and to make it as broad a piece of art as possible, to make it as popular with people in general. So yeah, I don't know. I'm a little worried about like the idea of it being like all one like entity where they're all just trying to push like Marvel in a way, because like I feel like, you know, it's like those inspired takes that you get that like create the fertile soil that all this other shit gets grown out of, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah. What do you think, Ray?
A couple different points. First one is, if the money's good, they'll move. If not, I mean, at the end of the day, we all gotta put food in our mouths and keep a roof over our head. So when you were asking originally, do you think certain talent, be it editors or writers, etc., would stay and start going into the indie scene? Well, if they can make a living and they don't want to move, then why not? I think that it's pretty straightforward. A little bit of a side note, I think, in my humble opinion, Disney works best with Marvel when they leave Marvel alone. And I'll just leave it at that. When 2008, when Iron Man launched, that was not Disney influenced. And by the time Avengers came by 2012, Disney bought Marvel, but they were letting Marvel do their thing for the most part, with a few exceptions, leading up to and including Avengers Endgame. And I think they should have, if they're going to put everybody under one roof over in California, I think they should really reevaluate what phase 1, 2, and 3 of the MCU was, and understand that their comics need that, and to leave them alone, as opposed to some of the experimental. They tried some things, essentially, and I don't think it was for the best. In regards to all that talent, if they don't go over, if they can make a living off of something not of the big two, then why not? Sure, I can see them dabbling, no problem.
Okay. Tom, let me ask you, brother. You know, it's not just editorial that may not shift over, right? It's also sales and marketing. If some of these other people in those areas go to other indie companies, is that a good thing for the industry at large, or no?
I mean, anytime you have somebody with experience, it should theoretically help somebody that needs someone with experience. Absolutely. You know, if someone's doing that for Marvel,
and the experience is used properly, yeah.
Well, yeah, of course. If someone that's worked for Marvel for 5 to 8 years is suddenly like, "Hey, Tom, I can do this for Big Dog Inc. and help you do whatever," I have to listen to that, because like that's experience that is, even though I've been doing it for 16 years, they have a very specific skill set that they're like, "This is what I do. This is what I can do for you." Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I can't pay Disney money, but if they're looking at it as like, you know, hey, I can come on Big Dog and, you know, pay me something, and then, you know, kick in some percentage of sales or whatever that I generate or whatever, I can listen to those kinds of things. So you know, if those people lose those Marvel jobs, there's no real like lack of place for them to go. It's just going to be a matter of the what they get hired, what the pay is. You know, you don't go from Marvel to Vault and get the same money. You know what I mean? So, but you know, this industry has bounced people. This is no different than sports teams. Some coach loses a job and he gets picked up by some other team, and they all hang around for 20 years, just cycling through all the places that they can go. So, you know, most
Like
of these people, if they're, yeah, I mean, most of the time, if these guys are good at their job, losing the Marvel job doesn't mean that they're out. It just means that, well, now I'm going to talk to Boom, IDW, Dark Horse, whatever, and I'll shift myself as best I can, and you know, just kind of see where it takes me.
And it's not just their background in sales; it's the doors they can open too, because they make connections.
Their contacts, yeah, absolutely.
So Marvin, you know, you started chiming in. I wanted to ask you, Amin and Calderon, if this may apply more for Marvin and Calderon because they have a bigger shop than Amin does, but if any of the three of you had the chance, had the money, would you bring on somebody from editorial, sales, or marketing as a consultant?
I mean, I'll probably say yeah. I mean, we're in that position now where we have to try to expand out, and we have the means to bring people on board to do those kind of things. Because I don't want to do it. I'd like to get back into being a creator and not a publisher / sales guy, / marketing guy / this / that / that.
Lazy. You're just lazy, Marvin. That's all.
So I have to get at least 2 hours of sleep a day, man. I just can't keep
Fine.
2 hours, man. I can get a lot done in that time. How do we not sleep?
Yeah, but I mean, like I was saying, is that like we had opportunities at San Diego Comic-Con, and because of situations, I couldn't go.
Right.
So that could close some doors for us, but then I'll find a way to open those doors again. But it would have been nice for me to go because we had opportunities. But now, if we had a person in that position that we could say, hey, we're sending you to San Diego because you have the means and you have the time to go. So, but, I mean, it's a catch-22 in that kind of situation because you wish you had that, but then when the bill comes, you're like, holy crap, did this really pay out to what I think it was going to be for me? Was the ROI worth it?
Right. I mean, Calderon, how do you guys feel about that?
I mean, yeah, if you have the capital and
Right.
you can manage and you can balance it, sure, why not be able to have that talent, to sort of leverage that knowledge for what you're doing. But there will be other places that'll be able to offer a little bit more. But if we definitely did have the capital, sure, why not? I mean, that would be kind of great. Learn from that and be able to move on and move forward and expand out from where you're at, and it leaves you time to do other things.
So here I was like, before Calderon, I'm going to shoot it back at you. So why wouldn't some of these people go to Kickstarter? Kickstarter has formed that kind of communication model where you can consult with someone to help with Kickstarter marketing, et cetera. So I mean, that could be a door for them that opens for them. As I don't know, did everyone get that survey from Kickstarter from their new comic guy?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so I mean, there was a survey. They sent out a survey where we were asking questions about Kickstarter contacts. I'm like, what Kickstarter contacts? No one contacted me. He's like, who did you talk to? So and so. I'm like, who the heck is that?
You know, I'm never getting these fucking emails. I check my spam regularly. Am I not on the list? Do 33 campaigns on Kickstarter not qualify me to be on this fucking email list that you're talking about?
I don't know, but I'll forward it to you guys if you didn't get
Please.
it. But I'm like, okay, so these people are going to be open to new things. So why? I wonder if like this Kickstarter will be at San Diego Comic-Con. Are they going to be in that mix of bringing those kind of people? Like, are you guys moving to California? No. Are you interested in this?
Okay. So Calderon, let me refine the question for you. All right. Now, because you and Daphne are thinking about expanding. So even if you don't have the capital, what is the number that you think you guys would be looking at to maybe secure some of this experience to help you guys in your expansion?
I mean, if it's just as a consultant.
Just as a consultant.
Just as a consultant. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I have no idea. I have no clue.
Okay.
I mean, to be honest with you, I just have no clue. Right? Because, I could say $500, but are we talking about, is that 5 hours of their time? Am I paying them $100 an hour? Right? If I say $1,000, am I paying $200 an hour? So on and so forth. So we don't know. I mean, I would like an hourly rate. Right? And then that way I can make a distinction. Right? Okay. And then I can say, okay, well, if it's $50 an hour, I'll get 10 hours out of for $500. Let's see what happens. You can spread that out over, a couple of weeks or a campaign or two.
That's a good price, $50 an hour. I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, I know. I mean, but 50, 100, whatever it might be, know.
Yeah.
But to go to Marvin's point about, are they going to go to Kickstarter, right? Kickstarter, it's its own animal, right? Mm-hmm. And in the end, what's going to happen is, I feel that we already have a number of people who have come into the space who are already pushing forward other talent, right? Like some of these older books that we see go up are usually done by other sources, and they're just the face for that, whatever that piece is. And I can see more of that happening, but eventually, you know, that well is going to dry up, you know, because, all right, Daphne and I, we just finished Adventure Finders. We're in talks with 2 other creators, right now, right? We're probably going to sign them. We have more Adventure Finders coming, right? And then, you know, how much of that stuff is out there, right? Because there are other properties I'd like to get a hold of, right? But it depends on what's the ROI on it, right? Because some of the stuff's might be labor intensive, like it might need to it's older material that I like to reprint. I have to scan it all, I have to touch it up, I have to reletter it, you know, so on and so forth. You know, I have to remaster it basically. So yeah, I mean, you know, it depends. Are those people who are coming from Marvel willing to do that type of work? Right? So it depends on the individual, because they're going to be someone to be like, yeah, right, and then they're going to be someone like, hell no, right? So it depends on the individual. And is, you know, and you see someone like Tom Brevoort, right, who, you know, he's been a top line editor over there for a long time, and he's not going to be looking to talk to me or you or any one of us for $250 an hour.
Right.
Okay, I mean, he's just not. You know, if his what is it, annual contract is under, I think, $500,000, right, he's not gonna even look at you.
Right.
You know, or at least that's what I think. I don't know. I mean, it could be a quarter.
No, listen, that's fair. I'm not looking at the editorial staff, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I got to consult anybody, I'm looking at, you know, people in the sales team, people in the marketing team, folks that have the connections with stores, folks that have the connections with distribution channels, right? I'd love to pick their ear and know.
Did Jay freeze?
Yeah, he froze.
Yeah.
Is anybody screenshotting this? This is a valuable picture.
All right, Calderon, it's your show now. Go ahead.
What it's
All
like
right,
from.
so Zenoscope signed with Lunar.
I'm back. Am I back?
You're back.
He's back.
Okay, I'm having shitty
back.
service all day. It's the fucking Ontario wildfires messing with, you know, the signal getting through. But
do the Canadian thing and apologize.
I like
for
the
that?
Zenoscope thing. Fred, Ray, you guys are different points in your creative journey. I would like to know if either of you were given an opportunity to go on your own dime to California and fill maybe some of those upcoming vacant positions. Would you guys make that move? I know Tom would be a definite no. So that's why I'm not asking you.
Yeah, dude. I'm
No chance.
clinging to nothing here. Of course, I'll be there in a second.
Yeah.
He'd leave his dog. He'd leave everything.
Well, no, the dog would come. The dog would come, of course. He's my
It
writing
won't
partner.
take you then, man.
What? But yeah, no, I would in a second. Yeah, you know, an opportunity is an opportunity, and I would love it. Yeah.
Okay. Right. What about you, Ray?
Wait, so before Ray answers, real quick, Ray, we don't want you to apologize for the fires. We want you to go outside and turn them off. Okay.
Can I amend that? I just want Ray to send me down a maple Pepsi. I really just want to know what it tastes like.
Don't you guys have like snow everywhere? Can't you just push the snow into the fire?
Well, now this is like tinfoil hat territory.
Yeah.
How is the fire there if it's all snowing? Like the fire is completely a hoax. It's you probably have one of those flatland theories as well.
As long as it's not touching Wayne Gretzky's museum, I got no problem with the fire.
You know what? I went to high school in that city. That's Brantford, Ontario. That's my hometown.
Really?
So, believe it or not, you could.
So, Ray, I know with the kids, I guess you wouldn't move out to California, to the West Coast, would you?
At the end of the day, it would have to deal with pay. Like if they're giving me something that I can provide for my family, why not? I think everybody would consider that with that given scenario. One thing the previous question you asked just before this one, I just wanted to reflect on a bit. I mentioned Avengers already, the 2012 film. One of my favorite lines, it's very subtle in it, and I think it applies very well here. Just after the dramatic, they're all together, and the camera goes around them all. Hulk yells, Iron Man just lands, Black Widow reloads, and Hawkeye's looking at everything. Just before Steve Rogers starts delegating tasks, my favorite line in there, it's so subtle, most people miss it. Tony says, call it, Cap. And for Tony Stark, who is a control freak, that version of Tony Stark, right. He is subjected into a position which they expand more on in Iron Man 3, where he has post-traumatic stress disorder, because there's something bigger than him that he can't just have a solution for. He says, call it Cap, because Cap actually has war experience. Despite him being from the 40s and here's all of these new things for Cap, he still feels Cap is the best to make the calls there. If I had to hire somebody for marketing or something like that, it would be a lot easier if suddenly I had a brand that had this big boom in sales. Okay, I need somebody. But if it's the opposite, I'm going to have an opposite kind of reaction. It's understandable to be very hesitant over that, because do I need them yet or don't? You'd be kind of in that scenario. I just wanted to reflect on that, because I think those two different scenarios are really going to drive a person differently in regards to looking for somebody for business kind of thing. Going back to this current, if the big one is if I can feed my family, then why not?
Right.
The other variable, I mean, my wife has family here in Winnipeg, so I mean, usually the wife, in most scenarios, extended family, I should say, is very, very crucial. So again, boils down to pay.
Understood. Okay. Before we go back into that Zenoscope question that Jay Calderon, let me chime in with the chat over here. Burks, yes, Iron Man is on the West Coast. There was a team up until recently. All right. How long before Disney finally decides they're not a publisher anymore? Thank you for that, Daphne. Good idea. Good question. Excuse me. I have several Disney magnets, so it's not new to own them. John Bay, apparently the dog disagrees with Fred. Burks comes back with DC Next Level is the initiative you were mentioning, Fred. Mm-hmm. The Dead Man is part of that. Okay. The podcast could be more popular if you had Calderon and DC Calderon and Marvel win as hosts. I like that. I like that wordplay there, buddy. Very good. I filled out that survey and I said the exact same thing. I have never been contacted by Kickstarter.
That's what I said. Who are we talking about?
Yeah. And also, how much of their marketing success was just from pushing Marvel properties? We've seen plenty of creators who once they're out of the Marvel bubble, they can't sell water in a desert. Good call on that. Fred's dog is going to write Spawn.
If McFarlane draws it, it'll sell 100,000 copies.
Apparently, right? Apparently.
It's fine.
And if they ask for a percentage of your IP and partnership, would you give it up? Ooh, a la Tom's favorite show, Shark Tank.
No.
Okay, I'll get back to that question. But let's chime in with the Zenoscope segment. Calderon, what was that you were chiming in on?
Oh, Zenoscope just signed up with Lunar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not new.
Oh no. Okay.
I've known that was, well, let me rephrase. I've known that's been happening for a while. It's maybe it's official now, but
because I just got the email.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why. And as a buyer from DCBS. So that's why, because it wasn't in a catalog anymore. And they were, obviously everybody was asking why. So I'm just wondering, are they opening it up again? Or are they just, obviously they're being selective, but it's just one of those things where I guess if you sell enough, you can get it.
Well, it has. Zenoscope has a track record. They're not like a new kid on the block. So, they're when they were at Diamond, they weren't selling any sort of massive amounts of units, but nobody is right now in on those levels of books. So if you can sell 2,000-3,000 units, they'll look at what you're doing and maybe they're selling more now. I don't know. I'm just saying, as of 3, 4, 5 years ago, most of the publishers were selling. If you were doing 2,000 or 3,000, you were doing pretty well. So.
Yeah, because my understanding, I thought they signed up Universal, And I'm just wondering if they're going through both. Right?
It's possible. It's possible.
Because they were going through Filbo for a while, then they left Filbo for Universal.
Yeah.
And now they're over at Lunar, and I'm just wondering if they're doing both.
Okay.
Probably both.
Yeah.
Probably both.
Okay. All right, so let's chime in with the question that William had over here. If they asked for a percentage of your IP in partnership, would you give it up? A la Tom's favorite show, Shark Tank. So I want to tack on to this, what Calderon brought up with Brevoort making $500,000 a year or XYZ. If one of these guys were inclined to do so, inclined to work with you and ask you for percentage because maybe you could not pay their full retainer, whatever freelance fee, consultant fee, is that worth it for any of you guys? To either get their sales, marketing,
of course. I've literally offered percentage of ownership to artists in lieu of a higher page rate, but they always say no, pay me more. So I'm like, okay, I'll pay you more. So I've offered ownership to people, like, come work for me, you get a piece of this, make this your book, and they're like, nah, just give me $10 more a page or whatever. I'm like, okay, take that. So if someone's going to come in and be full-time, like, I'm going to take Big Dog Inc. to another level with sales and marketing and use whatever expertise it is, it's not going to be some crazy like 30 or 40%, but depending on what they're offering and what they can do, you can look at saying like, it's not even necessarily the IP. You just say like, look, you come in, you have an uncapped 20% of all sales. You just fucking make 20%. That's what I'm saying. But if they do jack shit, they earn jack shit. But if they do a lot, they can earn a lot. There's no cap on what you can earn, because for me, if you're just going to fucking sell books every single day for the rest of your life of my books going into people's hands, just keep going, man. Just keep going.
Right.
Scales accordingly.
Yeah, you can always also cap that with the contract, saying that Tom, your numbers. You say, well, you have to exceed these numbers.
Exceed the numbers. Yes, correct.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Is that worth it for you to help you with your sales? Would you give up commission based?
I like Tom's business idea on that one, and that approach is it's a no brainer business wise, and I think that also you share the risk as well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if they don't do anything, they ain't gonna get anything. But if they do a lot, they do get a lot. But you as well. It works out pretty well. Yeah.
Right. Marvin, that's something that at least in the outset you'd give out, right? After a while,
you become more established. If you're able to up sales 20%, then you could get that 20% back in your pocket, right? Mm-hmm. So that's immediate ROI. So it's all ROI to me. So if I'm investing in you and you're investing back into the business, then I wouldn't see why a percentage would.
Right. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And then if you wanted to be benevolent and be like, look, after a year, we'll look at where you are. If you've made a significant change in X, Y, and Z, we can talk about a couple of percentage points if we should make a movie or some crazy shit, but you gotta put them in a position to succeed. And if they do, then you talk about the next level of success.
Right. I don't know why I just laughed when you said that, 'cause I just pictured it from like my point of view, and I'm like, I'm sure Tom Brevoort would really appreciate my benevolence. Like, it's like, thanks, Fred. Like, good for you.
So, Calderon, if you bring somebody to do commission-based sales for you, how much autonomy do you give them?
Well, the thing is probably, and if we're just talking about marketing and sales, I would say tell them to do their thing. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, I would just step back and be like, well, that's you. Go do it.
Okay.
Because
you wouldn't have a certain list of directives or, objectives or goals to give them, or would you let them, because they know this?
More money. That would be that it would just say more money.
Yeah. It's like what Marvin said. I'm giving you 20%. So I need a 20% increase in my sales. And then we're all going to be really happy.
Mm-hmm. Right. Right,
Well,
20%.
it really goes back down to if you're going to delegate, how much control are you comfortable with giving over? One of the most shining examples in history is Napoleon Bonaparte. One of the main reasons he failed is because he wanted to be on the front line of every battle. One could argue he was too controlling. And if you're going to give somebody free rein in something like sales, bump up sales and I'll scale accordingly, you really don't want to crush out what they can do by dictating too much to them. There's an interesting balance there, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, I think the easy thing is just like whatever you want to do, just run it through me. And that way, if I see a glaring mistake, I can be like, whoops, let's talk about that. But otherwise, if they're just going to come in with like, well, I'm going to put you here and I'm going to put you here and I'm going to put you here and we're going to sell on these sides, whatever. Okay. So I know what you're doing. I just want to know what you're doing. Right. That's really the key is tell me what you're doing. That way I can gauge my expectation of, okay, we're on these 3 new sites. Let's see what these 3 new sites are doing, et cetera, et cetera.
Right. Amin and Marvin, I want to know, how benevolent are the two of you? Are you willing to give them 20% of the net or 20% of the gross?
You always gross, man. Never the net.
Really? Always gross.
Yeah. I mean, but that's incentive, right? So the more you're getting out of it, the harder you're going to work. Right? Or that's the idea. Like the more I'm willing to give up control, the harder you're going to work to get to your goal, because your goal is my goal now. And if you exceed your goal, then you're getting bonuses.
Okay. All right. I mean, is agreeing with you. Just remember, on a $5 book, you're giving them $1 per book to do their work.
We sell $20 books here called Rosario. $20 books here. We sell trade paperbacks and variant covers. $5 is for the retail market, you know.
Okay. Oh, see, all right. You asked more of a refined question for the retail market. Anybody.
Well, we could talk about percentage for the retail market too. If all of a sudden that market bumps 20%, 30%, they're still doing their job. It's just, you have to just talk about like, look, here's our margins in certain areas. Margins are a little lower here, a little higher here. We find a way to balance that. Super easy.
All right. So guys, are you?
But if you're selling 5,000 units at retail and suddenly you're selling 10,000 units, I'm going to talk to you about how we can make that work for you.
Yeah. So any of you guys, you're bringing them in for direct to consumer or for retail or for both?
Both. Yeah.
Everything.
Okay.
Yeah. Bring them to the cons. You'll hustle on the con floor. You know, just do what you're going to do.
Ain't gonna be offering no quarter hand jobs at cons. I'll tell you that.
That's what you think.
A quarter of what? Time or volume? There's different things.
I mean,
a lot of volume.
This guy's on that kind of stuff, because now you're going to conventions, you're going to San Diego. I'm not going. You're going.
Right.
So you got to be able to trust that person to do what they're doing. Like if it's a local show, hey, come local. But if it's out of state, hey, good, and you're from that state, go do that show because you're doing it.
Yeah, well, there was a time when we had an actual employee, like almost full-time employee, and we would all go to different cons. We had 2 cars. He'd take one car, we'd take another one, and we would just go in different places at different times. So, yeah.
All right. This is for everybody here. If you got a choice to send them, if they're working with you, to either New York Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con, or Comics Pro, which one would you send them to and why?
You only can choose one?
You can only choose one, baby. Come on, man. We're fucking indie. What is tight? You guys got a little too benevolent.
I don't. Well, send them when you talk about sending them to cons. Are you talking about running a booth, or are you talking about just sending them there for
sending them to work for you? Right.
That doesn't clarify the question.
All right.
Yeah.
Booth or not running. They're not running a booth, because even if you ran a booth at one of these cons,
there you go.
They're walking the floor.
So if they're just there to be there, there's no reason to be at San Diego or New York Comic Con. You go to Comics Pro.
Okay. Calderon, what do you think? You were going to chime in with this.
I would talk to the person and see where they feel they would be most effective.
There you go.
And that's where I would go.
Okay.
And then you tell them to go to Comics Pro because there's nothing to do at New York and San Diego as far as like trying to sell your wares in that regard. Like there's, you know what I mean? Like if I go to San Diego, I can go talk to Nick Barucci at Dynamite and I can help myself. But my guy going to talk to Nick Barucci, it doesn't accomplish anything because he's there to sell Big Dog Inc. stuff.
But that's you. I don't have any contacts with Nick Barucci. Maybe that would be something that I'd be interested in.
Well, then you would need to go do it, not send a lackey to do it.
I would rather send somebody else to do it.
Oh, I know you'd rather do it, but you're not going to get anything out of that.
That's what he's paying for. He's paying for that experience.
For it. That connection. And it's not just Nick Barucci. It's like, whoever the current head of Dark Horse is, right? Whoever the current head of Oni is.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is if you send your assistant to go talk to an editor about you and you as a creator, that's doors are going to get slammed. Like nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen.
I would talk to the individual because you never know. They might already have contacts at these places, and they might be able to get you through those doors, by just having those contacts. So,
no.
Yeah. All right.
No.
Well, you guys are on two different ends of the spectrum. Let's go with Fred. Where are you at in the spectrum, buddy?
I'd probably, ask for, where they think they would. I'd probably lean with JD on this one. I have a hard time bossing Tom Brevoort around and telling him where to go and how to.
Screw Tom Brevoort. You tell him where to go. You tell that guy you're on payroll. You're going where I'm telling you, Tom.
I think he knows how to better be Tom Brevoort than I do, so I'm going to let him tell me how to do it.
Okay, Ray, where are you sending him, bud?
If it was right now, I lean towards JD. If it was 5 years in the future, I would lean towards Tom.
Okay. I mean,
I wouldn't send them to any of those places. I'd send them to the American Library Association conference, and then from there, work through all the other book fairs.
Okay. Marvin.
I mean, so being the information that I have, the good news is that Comics Pro will be at San Diego Comic-Con and New York Comic-Con. So you go to all the shows. So you don't lose anything. Yeah.
They're going to be there this year? They're going to be in New York?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, they do. Remember that they do that retailer thing. What's the Thursday before?
No, the Wednesday before.
Wednesday before. So, and then on Friday, Comics Pro is doing the whole thing at San Diego Comic-Con.
Okay. Very cool. All right. Guys, we're at the bless you. We're at the 1 hour mark. We're loaded today. And I'm bringing back top 5. So I got a couple top 5 questions for you guys. I hope you're ready. Oh, but before we do that, we got a couple of campaigns that are live right now. We're going to be live on Kickstarter. So I'm going to bring them up very quickly. The first one is Marvin's book, which has been on Kickstarter for what, 2 weeks now? 3 weeks now, brother?
I don't even remember. Too long.
Only 8 months more to go.
Just remember, you did it to yourself.
Sorry, it doesn't end until next year, Tom. So I contacted Kickstarter and I was like, can I just run this for a year? And they were like, fine.
Uh-huh. All right, so give us a quick I was gonna say a quickie. Give us a quick rundown, brother.
Well, the quick rundown is I see that JD hasn't backed it because it doesn't say that you backed it.
Doesn't. That's right. I got 13 days to go, bud.
So this is volume 3 of The Edge. Volume 1 and 2 are also included. So in volume 3, the organization God's Thunder, who hates anyone with special abilities, sends Kyrad to eliminate them all. Kyrad is an 8-foot hulking tall monster with his giant hammer that's going to wreck everyone in his way, but he also has his own agenda.
Okay. Way to be. You're completely funded. You've unlocked the first stretch goal, right?
I've unlocked 3 stretch goals so far, and there's one at 3,000. So whoever puts in the next 100, we get to unlock a Kyrad trading card.
Way to be, baby. And this is also part of the Creator crossover trading card set. Right? And that was the first card to get unlocked?
Yes.
How far down in the campaign is this?
It's at the bottom, bro. You
just went past it.
I just went past it. Okay. I'm doing this on a touchpad on a laptop. Get
a daggone mouse, bro.
I know. All right, here we go. So this is Marvin's card that is part of the trading card crossover set. The Creator Collection trading card set, excuse me. CCTC. There are 2 more cards yet to be released. That would be my card and Calderon's card, right? Both of Rob's cards came out?
I don't think so. Yeah, I think he's only done one.
He's only done one? Okay, so there's 3 cards left.
Yeah.
And when you guys get this all together, it flips around and has its own gang image on the back that can only be completed when you get all 9 cards. Okay, so Marvin still has 13 days to go, 51 backers, 2,900, and he is completely funded. Don't wait, jump on it. All right. And we'll definitely be hearing more about it in the coming days. Besides him, Calderon's got a campaign going on right now. And it is the Oswald Chronicles.
Yes.
That is also funded. Give us a quick rundown, brother.
All right. So this is we were just passing through. Number one of my goals while doing this is they first come out in black and white. Then I'm having them colored slowly in the background. And this is the first issue of this particular short story that's in color. So this particular story finds Oswald. He's on the mall. He's just gotten through a prior adventure that drove him crazy. And now he's being introduced to this race of people who are going to introduce magic to him, but it's structured magic. So this is where he first learns how to actually use magic in a proper way. So yeah, so that's it. And like I said, now it's in color. So
I like that you put the Verrazano Bridge in there.
That was Jade. You know, I told her this scene, and she was like, "Oh yeah."
Very cool.
Yeah,
very cool. Hey, you just got a backer, buddy. Way to go! Way to go for that JD bump.
There you go.
That Streamland bump, baby. All right, look at that. Look at that, kid. You got 68 hours left to go on this. Way to be, kid.
Yep.
Way to be. All right, guys. Next up, we got Fred, who is in late pledges, right, buddy?
Yes, sir, for at least a few more weeks. So, yeah, for those of you that don't know, Fisticuffs is the story of a functional drunk whose comfortable life derails when a one-night stand has deadly consequences. It is the dark sense of humor of the boys with the kind of explosive action you would get in Invincible and the kind of deeply personal storytelling that you would get in like a Martin Scorsese movie, in that it deals with dysfunction, addiction, and some true-to-life horror elements. In this particular issue, this is one of our most absurd issues. We lean most into like the superheroics and like the kind of over-the-top horror where he battles a giant blooming onion. So this is kind of like a different type of horror that we face later. But this is issue 4 in what will eventually be, it's listed as 6, but it's really a 7-issue miniseries. Books, all 7 issues are drawn. They're being colored now, and issue 4 is going through the lettering process. So it's going to be a steady stream of releasing the rest of the books. There's no chance of us running into any delays unless I die, which we're going to hope that I don't. Yeah. So it's going to be coming to you guys in the over the next several months. So if you haven't yet, give it a chance. Check out Fisticuffs and let us know how you enjoy it.
Way to be, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Way to be.
You need to live long enough to get the trade out so I can buy it.
Yes, sir. Knock on wood there. Knock on wood facetious.
No, that's going to happen.
Yes. Yeah. Period. Okay. Then after that. I have your permission to die. Just kidding.
Don't die. I'm trying to pass out because I don't want nobody talking about dying. Let's get dying off of the table, please. All right. Now we got Amin, who is not running a campaign right now, but we'll be at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, that's the info for the panel Saturday at Comic-Con. So if you're in the area, swing on by. If you mention that you're not going to get a hand job by JD, then I'll give you a sketch and maybe a copy of the book.
Very cool, brother. All right, and you'll be joined by JD Sanderson from Overpower, the collectible card game, Tim Shields, Cascade Games, Hannibal Taboo, MPLS. I don't know what MPLS is, but I know Hannibal. Good dude. You, Amin Amat, Joel Selner, Teen Titans DC Supergirls. Okay, and the moderator is Rick Hernandez. That is going to be at 12 o'clock. No, 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock at the Marriott. 12?
12.
Oh, 12 to 1. Excuse me. I was looking at the 1 p.m. I'm sorry. 12 to 1. What room? The Grand Marriott Marquis, 10 and 11?
The room's Grand 10 and 11 at the Marriott Marquis.
Okay. All right. Well, dude, are they going to be streaming these or no?
I'll have to ask Rick because I know that he recorded the last one. So I'll ask him about getting the recording and then putting it someplace where people can view it.
Okay. And whatchamacallit, last but not least is my campaign, guys. And I'm going to be launching it. I was going to be launching it on Monday, but we're gonna push it back to Friday. And why can't I pull you up? What the hell is wrong?
Technical
difficulties, yes. All right, so New York versus the World is going to be going live next Friday, and we are remastering and coloring New York versus the World #1, guys. For anybody who is a returning backer, I've got a special holofoil trading card that goes to anyone who is coming back. We don't have frequent flyer miles. We don't have that punch card that says you get your 7th coffee for free. But I got a list of people who have supported all of my campaigns, and that holofoil trading card will be my way of saying thank you for coming back. I put a little hook on it. I am doing comic book Streamland themed trading cards, so that's going to be the premium. I like tying that stuff in. I think it's a funny. So if anybody knows about New York versus the World, she's going live. For those who don't, it is a story about the zombie apocalypse here in New York City. 15 years after the zombie apocalypse began, they have opened up the doors to the rest of the survivors in the world, and now they're going to let them in. But can you trust those who are not there from the beginning? There we go with all the stuff that's coming out. Marvin, you said you got a boogie.
Yes.
You want to let everybody know where they can find you, brother?
Yeah. So tomorrow I will be over in Allentown for the opening of the book deli. You can also find me still on Kickstarter for the next 13 days. Hit me up on comicsburg.com and theedgecomic.com.
All right. Way to be, brother. Way to be. Thanks for hanging out with us, Marvin. We'll catch you, bro. All right. Have a good one tomorrow. And send us some pictures, man. We want to see it.
Pictures? That's evidence.
Are you going to go get a piece of concrete when they tear down the mall so you have a piece of history?
So quick funny on that. They just repainted that mall. Now they're going to tear it down.
Why'd they repaint it if they're going to tear it down?
Right.
So tomorrow is the very last day? No.
For Moroville? No.
Oh, okay.
I think that's happening next year sometime.
I'm telling you right now, go hoard that concrete, take pictures of it, put it in your garage. People were buying Taylor Swift's garbage for $25 a bag. So just get ready. I'm telling you now.
Go for it, kid. All right, brother.
Night.
Take care, man.
Take it easy, Marvin.
Okay, sorry to have to kind of put it, but I have to leave. So I have an important call coming in. But
thanks for hanging out with us. I mean, I appreciate you.
It's all right.
All right,
guys.
Later. Have fun at San Diego. All right, guys. So
no one wants to play your top 5.
I see.
No one wants to play your top 5.
We have to play top 5 because there's 5 of us.
There you go. I like the way you think, Ray. I appreciate that.
Top 5 places you'd send your minion if you had somebody to work for you.
Oh, that's good. But let's hold that for next week.
Top 5 Canadian forest fires.
There's one that's going to be in all 5. All right, guys. I'm going to start this off. Okay, there's no randomizer. We're going right from the top. Top
Green
5 B. Fuck it. Top 5 D movies. Let's go.
D.
Let's go right from the bottom. Top 5 D movies. And since we're at the bottom, I'm going to start with Ray.
All right. I'm gonna ad lib this because I'm on the spot. I don't have time to prep. I have a guilty pleasure of one. Some people would not consider this D. They would consider it a masterpiece. I would be one of them. It's called Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
Okay.
I love that movie. If you ever seen this one, Jay?
That's the
Yeah.
Oh my God! Righteous Gemstones. What's his name?
Steve Oderick. He directs it and he stars in it in a green screen. He's put into an old 1970s kung fu movie. It's that bad.
It's way. I'm sorry. Okay.
It's amazing. In regards, I mean, you're gonna say D movies. Obviously, I think everybody's gonna have Laser Blast on there. I think, but I'll throw it in there because I know everybody else is going to too.
Laser Blast is a solid C, sir.
That's a good. I was about to say that's a C- movie if ever there was a C-
At the minimum.
Get rid of him, yes.
I don't know, guys.
Buckaroo Banzai. That I just, it's a guilty. John Walker is dead. He fell on his head. Just makes me laugh. That's 3. I don't know if I can squeeze out another 2 here.
You got it.
That's what she said,
your buddy.
Yeah, that's right.
Which one?
Yeah. Oh, that's what he was doing. That's what she said thing. So I was agreeing with it.
Oh, I thought that was the name of the movie.
Yeah.
In regards to okay, so I need to look up the name of this, but Mitch Pileggi, who played Skinner in the X-Files, he's in this movie where all these
Shocker.
ants just eat people.
Shocker.
Is that what it's called? Shocker? The ants movie?
The one where ants? No. I thought you were doing the one where he gets like electrocuted. He gets the electric chair.
Hold on. Mitch Pileggi ants movie. Hold on.
Isn't it called Ants?
Is it called Ants? Legion of Fire, Killer Ants with an exclamation mark.
I've never even heard of that.
Oh, it's pretty bad. And this is when X-Files was in its zenith. To see this man take this role on for such a terrible movie, he was obviously duped into it. I don't know, somebody had like extortion or blackmail on him or something. It's amazing. There's always like, oh no, they're coming, and then it's stock footage. You see these ants just like moving across like sand. I feel like the ants are like, you'll never get us, ants. The ants are like, except for the part where we will, and they're just slowly moving. I'm gonna stop there at 4. I can't think of another one off the top of my head for a 5th spot.
Ray, come
you want
on.
a 5th one?
I need a 5th one, baby. You
Okay.
got it in you, kid.
Blood and Bone with Michael Jai White, where he beats up Kimbo Slice in a prison shower scene. There you go.
Wow. Okay. Tom, you ready, kid?
I don't like shitty movies. I only like good movies.
I've seen your yearly list twice.
I mean, there's really only 2. Yeah, but like D movies, these are like really bad. There's a few movies that to me the best so bad it's good movie of all time is Jaws 3. Like it's the top of the worst of the best of the worst. So that's there. I would definitely put Laser Blast on that list because I remember as a kid just loving all the stop motion shit in it. I'm trying to run through my like fucking DVD collection, like what is in there. Showgirls. I can watch Showgirls for sure.
Wow, that's a hard pull.
I can definitely watch Showgirls.
That's like you're like the cast iron stomach of bad movies, man.
Fuck. D movies. There's a slasher movie from the 80s. It was straight to video called The Mutilator. And if you've seen it, you know why people that have watched it remember it very, very well. If you have not seen it, I'm not going to tell you anything. Just go find The Mutilator. No. It's on like home video stuff. It's out there now. For a long time, it was just videotape, and then it just disappeared. But now it's being re-released in other places, so it might end up on some of these places eventually. But that's a really just weird 80s slasher thing. What is that? That's only like 3, or did I have another? Oh no, that's 4 because I had Laser Blast. Yeah,
Mutilator.
Go back in the Wayback Machine. D fucking movies. Ghost Shark. Ghost Shark is absolutely a D movie, but it is fantastic. Fantastic. Ghost Shark. 100%. Everybody needs to watch Ghost Shark. You're not ready for it. It's so good.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Fred, we're coming around the horn, buddy. You're up.
I'm disappointed in myself. I didn't do good in this category. For some reason I blanked out on like low budget horror, but the only horror that I have on the list, I'm going to share a spot for Jason Takes Manhattan and Jason X.
Love Jason X for the win.
Oh, I love Jason X. I don't even think that's a D movie. Like that's wildly underrated. Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
The guy riding Jason into the atmosphere on fire.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna go with the original Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren. It's one of my favorites. Superman 4. I absolutely am an unapologetic Nuclear Man fan. One that we're doing this week on Critical Affection, the show we do Monday nights, Plan 9 from Outer Space, the OG of bad movies, and one that I discovered recently that sneaky good, but the made-for-TV movie of Doctor Strange, really good.
Oh, okay, I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's a good list. It's well thought. You thought you did poor in this. Come on, kid.
I would have liked to have gotten some other dirt cheap horror movies in there that, but the ones that I thought of were tended to be better than D quality. So,
all right. Calderon, what's your D list?
47 Ronin.
Oh, wow. Okay.
With Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
I will take this sword.
That is one of my favorite shitty movies.
I wanted more out of that. I really did.
Yeah.
I wanted more out of that. I wanted so much.
All right. The last Fantastic Four movie that wasn't a Marvel movie. Whatever that
Frank Trigg directed it.
No, Josh Trank.
Trank. I'm thinking of MMA fighter. What am I saying?
Yeah. Frank Trigg. Yeah. He's a referee now.
Okay.
Van Forstick, as they call it.
Oh,
do you want to know what's funny? I completely agree with you on that film, except for the last 20 minutes. That's where it completely falls apart, is when they go and get Dr. Doom. It all collapses. But up until that point, it works.
Okay.
The Seventh Son.
I don't know that one.
Son.
I don't know that
Jeff
one.
Bridges is in that, right?
Who?
Is that a Jeff Bridges one, or am I thinking?
I believe so, and I believe that he just chews through the scenery every time. Another one of my favorite shitty movies.
Yes, it's a classic Witch Hunter style movie, right?
Yeah. Seventh Son, the Seventh Son, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. I remember this.
Okay.
Hellraiser Bloodline.
That's a great one. It's a great one.
Is that the most recent one?
No. That's the fourth one. It's the one with the origin of the box.
Yeah, it's the one where they're in space.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Which is the one that has the girl from Deep Space Nine?
3. Oh. Terry Farrell's in 3.
The Hulu one was really good, actually. I like that one a lot.
It's okay.
It doesn't fit with the originals, but I liked it a lot for what it was.
When the ship converted into the box at the end of the movie, I was just
That was great. That was great. That was fucking great. If you like
That is
Jason
cool.
X, you have to like that movie. Like that's
Yeah.
fucking great. Yeah.
And my last one is Atlantic Rim.
Oh God.
Oh. You saw it. Okay.
Is that what it sounds like? Is it just like a Pacific Rim set in the Atlantic
Yeah,
Ocean?
it's the
Yes.
Asylum films. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
It is bad. It is fucking bad.
I'm just looking up images, and these robots are definitely ripoffs. Like these are Temu Jaggers, basically.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You just, because of that, you just put a new number one in my spot. Special mention to Krull, which I got the Blu-ray for. But that's coming off because of the big kaiju fighter movie that didn't have kaiju. I'm going with RoboJocks right on the top.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an old one too.
That's an old one. Laser Blast cannot hold a candle to my number two spot, which is Jim Cotta.
That's not even good. That's just trash. That's just trash.
So fucking trash. This is a legitimate moment. This is not made up. This is not an explanation. This is not a defense. When it was still only HBO, Cinemax, and WHT for your cable options, all right? I remember the time change difference, and I wanted to see a movie, and I was going to wait up to see this certain movie.
This is too much. This is too much for Jim Cotta. It doesn't deserve all this story.
I forgot about the time change. All right. So the gap that was left, that 1 hour gap, they just started the Jim Cotta at whatever moment that could finish the rest of the fucking hour. Wow. I never saw that happen again.
I just like how in the one top five where Laser Blast is a given, you still will not respect it. It's amazing.
Negative, doctor. Speaking of Laser Blast, the other day, somebody said that so online, somebody said that the turtles, excuse me, the aliens, the whatever,
they're turtles,
right? The shellless turtles. That was Mitch McConnell. That sounds fucked up, but I thought it was funny. So Jim Cotta was my number two. Number three, because of the mid-movie pitch by George Clooney, I'm putting in Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
I remember liking that when I was younger, so I have no complaint.
So fucking bad, dude.
I never saw the movie, but I did see the cartoon when it was a thing in the 90s.
Yeah.
Unbearable.
Yeah. A Sci-Fi Channel mainstay starring Mr. Arquette. I'm going with Eight-Legged Freaks.
I remember liking that.
Yeah. Okay. And Carrie Were. And then the top of tops for me is Captain America. Oh, but not the MCU Captain America.
1990?
I'm talking about Matt Salinger. Yes. And
Italian
Red Skull. My man.
Yeah.
Infinitely better.
They brought in Ned Beatty, excuse me, to try to save some sort of credibility with this movie, but he
Rubber
just
ears.
his premiums taken care of that year.
The very best part in that movie is the music video where he's like out of time and like he goes and he's all upset and he sees like the punks and they give him a dirty, like it's such a like 80s 90s moment. Like, oh, it's so much better than anything in Winter Soldier. Like it's ridiculous.
Oh my god, dude. Seeing him run and watching the wings flap and then the ears flap in two different patterns as he ran. Fucking
it was great. I love that movie too. And I almost included the Fantastic Four with the big bendy arm at the end. Like
that was bad. That was bad. But that didn't get a release, right? That was a bamboozle setup. All right, guys. We got time for one more. Before we do this last one, let me hit the chat. Okay. We got Marvin said hi to Christina Payne. Perdomo says good point, Tom.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Ballin, yeah, no. Top 5 Laser Blast moments. Birds, it's not happening. How dare you? Laser Blast is A+. Ray was saying good night, Ray. Thanks for hanging out with us. Dude, that one's solid too. Appreciate that. Shark Exorcist.
That's a movie. Yeah.
Yeah, Williams coming back with Sharknado. The Thing with Two Heads. Drive Angry with Nicolas Cage. You know what? Guys, oh my god.
Never make fun of a Nicolas Cage movie. It's one.
There we Bloodline is a fave. Okay. Life Force, early Patrick Stewart. The reboot was great. Asylum. Critters 2. You know what? William, you came up with some whammers. Buddy, I got you online. Just send me your address so I could send you this bad boy in the mail, my brother. Okay. This postal zombie mailman is headed your way. Just send me your mailing address.
You gotta if you're watching Critters, you gotta go to Critters 4. Critters 4 is hysterical because they're in a ship, and while everything is gray, you can see the wood through the paint. Like they just took some plywood and just like spray painted it gray, like we're in a ship, but you can still see the wood grain in the stuff. So it's like a gray wood ship. It's so funny.
You know, since you mentioned Critters, I'm surprised nobody brought up any of the Tremors movies. Maximum Overdrive.
Never bash a graboid. Never. Never.
Maximum Overdrive, Stephen King? No?
That's terrible. That's a terrible movie.
Yeah, okay.
It has
It is a D
so
movie,
it
but
wins.
it is a D movie, but you have to like it to put it on your list. And I just saw that for the first time like 2 years ago. I was like, this is not good, guys.
All right. So we went with top 5 D movies. I'm going to go in another D direction here, and I want to go with top 5. Worst 5 Disney animated movies.
All of them.
No, what are the bottoms of the bottoms for you guys when it comes to Disney?
Hold on one second.
Ray.
Ready for this one. Okay, say the question again.
Okay.
My adrenaline spiked and it took out my short-term memory.
What are your worst 5 Disney animated movies? Anybody want to go first on this?
I hate them all, so I'm going to need a minute
Okay.
to really think, because I know there's there's definitely garbage. There's got to be a ranking. I don't even remember the last time there was an animated movie. I guess are we qualifying things like Toy Story and shit like that, or are we literally animated?
Anything that was released by Disney under the animated banner, whether it was digitally animated, CG, whatever. It could be a Disney TV animated movie, if that helps now. It just needs to be a Disney animated
Rumor
movie,
has it
guys.
Disney's going back to hand animations.
Really?
Yes. I'm just looking at my list here.
Hold
on.
I hate Frozen.
Yeah. All right,
I hate Cars. I almost walked out of Cars. Legitimately almost walked out. The only reason I didn't is because if I walked out, I had nothing else to do until I had to pick up my wife from whatever she was doing. I'm like, I guess I might as well sit here. God, I'm trying to think of the old stuff too. I know there's like terrible old stuff. The live action Aladdin is terrible. No, but that's not animated. I was thinking of the Blue Genie guy as being animated, but that's not animated.
Because if that's the case, you could add
then you go too far. No.
Yeah.
We don't got to call that. We don't got to call that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think our list should be combined because I'm not going to be able to think of 5.
Yeah, I like Disney animated movies. I've got like 2 negatives, and that's it. I love Disney animated movies.
Fantasia 2000. I really think.
I got that on my list.
Yeah. That's bad.
Oh yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah, because I love the first Fantasia, but 2000.
I'd maybe go Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. You know, it's a little
Really?
dated and not my favorite music. But Cinderella's a little bland for me. But other than that, like I ultimately like Disney musicals and stuff. So
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Ray. Come on, Ray.
I mean, there's shit like Oliver and Company and garbage like that. Like, I mean, there's garbage that no one would even think about.
I've got 3.
Give
Okay,
me Ray.
go.
Okay, so first one was already said, Frozen.
I love Frozen.
I like Frozen.
Some people
Fucking
love
hate
Frozen.
Frozen.
Some people hate them. The one, I guess this, I don't know if it's considered controversial or not. I didn't like the Hercules movie. I thought it was there's a really tough line, and I mean, even for something like the Madcaps, the language is a little more modern. The Odyssey is getting like ridiculed by many for that, but Hercules, it just doesn't feel like Greek mythology to me. It feels like something else with a skin on top of it to have like it's Greek week for whatever's going on kind of thing.
Okay.
The other one, I didn't like Zootopia.
Nope, I don't like Zootopia.
That one, it just felt like they were instead of telling a story, like we have to make sure these messages are ticked off on this box. I'm just like, you've lost me. I'm sorry, man. But
Huge.
I don't have a 4 and a 5, but
Huge in China though.
oh yeah,
Zootopia, really?
Utopia, yeah, huge.
Interesting.
In China. They love those movies.
interesting.
Okay. I would like to add Treasure Island 2000.
Okay.
Bad.
Okay. Yep.
Or whatever.
Yep.
Frozen, I've really liked. I have a big connection with one of my nieces on that. So Frozen is on the top. But Frozen 2, on the other hand.
I disagree. I like Frozen 2 quite a bit.
No.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
it's not.
I'll
It's
talk to
not.
you guys later. I got to get going.
Okay, right.
Later,
Take
Ray.
care.
Ray, take it easy.
It's not as good. I don't think it's as good a movie as Frozen, but it's got. So I struggle with anxiety disorder and
Okay.
and some other things. And that one song about the next right thing, I thought was just a really beautiful song for like people that struggle with that. It really
Okay.
kind of gets you in the mindset of how to how you get through a panic attack. And I don't know. I just thought it was cool to see between that and like what was the other one? I haven't actually seen it, but Inside Out and some of the other movies and stuff. That I think it's cool that Disney does make an effort to try to like explain emotions to and complicated emotions to like kids nowadays, where like a lot of their earlier stuff, even when we were growing up, were like really superficial stuff. Like I like the print. I think the prince is cute, so I want to be on land, or whatever the case may be. Like I think nowadays they do some cooler stuff, and yeah, sometimes they miss. Like sometimes they do stuff that is too they lose sight of the story that they're telling. But I thought that was cool about Frozen too. So that's my 2 cents on it.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't stay with it long enough to stick with it to get to that point. They lost me early on. William said it over here. Song of the South.
Oh yeah,
right. That was a mixed footage movie.
Some of us haven't even seen that, Rosario. I don't know what you're doing over there.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I haven't seen it. So.
Yeah. I remember. I saw it on TV. I think
I'm aware
it was
of it.
Channel 11 here in New York.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people, especially like Daphne, is better versed at this than I am because she actually took film study courses in college concerning animation and stuff, and she's seen the film. Okay. And a lot of people who've seen the film, it's because of the animation that's in the film. There's certain songs that are attributed to certain groups that certain historians get upset about because they're not being shared. Because even though it does have that racial overtone, there are things in there that are worth seeing. Right? So it's within that community, there are a lot of arguments about that.
I took a course also. Did she go to my college? Because no, I didn't get that where I was at. I had a course in animation and they mentioned that. They mentioned the counter. I don't even want to say the name. The counter to Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which was bad. Yeah. I can't even mention that.
Is that a Ralph Bakshi film?
I don't know. I don't think so. This was.
I don't know what that is. What are you talking about?
I'll mention it afterwards. I don't even want to say it publicly. And then it mentioned a couple episodes 2 of the episodes of the Fleischer Superman cartoons. Super strong. And then 2 Tweety Bird episodes, funny enough, where Tweety was featherless, and that was wrong as well. But okay, so let me just finish off my list here.
I'm surprised they mentioned Popeye.
Um,
There's some crazy stuff in Popeye.
maybe I don't recall, because the counter to Snow White was the one that stuck in my brain. Elementals was just, I thought it was just bad.
I don't know what that is.
That
I
was
saw it. It's a little
that
weaker.
was Inside Out with fucking elements. That's what it was.
Oh yeah.
I don't even
yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one remembers that. It was in the theaters for 3 days. Yeah.
That was it, dude. And I'm going with Little Mermaid 2, direct to DVD, Garbaggio.
Most of those things will be garbage.
Yeah.
I was going to say, when I went to school, for film, and one of the things that we covered was Little Mermaid, as it we read a paper on how it was like one of the most psychologically damaging movies to show like young girls, because it reinforces like really like impossible body images, with like the tiny waist and the eyes, the third the size of her face. The whole premise of the movie is her giving up what makes her useful and unique to appease a man, and to get what to get another kind. Yeah, apparently it was not it's not a very pro independence animated film, and we show that to like young people quite a bit. So
yeah,
interesting.
It's in their cycle. All right, guys. So we had a lot of our comrades leave us tonight. So let's let everybody know where they can find you. Starting with Fred.
Sure. You can find me at Schwartzart LLC on all the main socials, and at www.schwartzart-llc.com. And if you go to Kickstarter, look up Fisticuffs, books 1 through 4. We are still accepting late pledges. So thank you.
All right, way to be. Tom, where can they find you, buddy?
In the dark. It's getting dark here. Finally, I'm in the dark. That's where you can find me.
Okay. All right.
And San Diego next weekend. Antarctic Press booth, or not even next weekend, like Wednesday. It's a 5-day show. So Wednesday through Sunday, Antarctic Press, 2309 is where I'll be.
Okay. Way to be, brother. Calderon, where can they find you, kid?
God. Hopefully healthy. I'm getting over this damn cold. Facebook, Twitter, all those places. This Sunday night on here on YouTube, and most importantly on Kickstarter with the Oswald Chronicles and Dreamweavers. So,
way to be. And you can find me here Friday nights, Comic Book Streamland. Unstoppable Comics is where you find all of my social media links. And next Friday, we're going to be launching New York First of the World #1 on Kickstarter. And let's not forget New York Comic Con. I know San Diego's coming up, but it's never too early to talk about New York Comic Con. October 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. You'll find me booth 1971. Have a good night, everybody. See you next week.